Sun Devil football season kicks off against Southern Utah Thursday, 7:30. Michelle, Kent, and Greg here to talk about the game and a little bit about the season. Michelle, you think this is Rose Bowl or bust for ASU?
I definitely think so. It's been a long time since ASU fans had something to really, really root for and get to that promised land, if you want to call it that. And with this many seniors on this team, the experience these players have, and then you also look at the looming NCAA investigation, which is going to make it hard to recruit players and bring in new players. So I just think that it's this year or never if they're going to get to the Rose Bowl again.
And Greg, you've got something to say about that with regards to how this season should and this game should shape up for the Sun Devils.
I mean, right. Listen, this first game of the season has got to be something where ASU looks impressive. They've got to blow the doors off these guys. If ASU's aspirations are Rose Bowl, college football playoff, top of the Pac-12 South, top of the Pac-12, if your aspirations are up there, you can't fool around with a team like this. This can't be like a couple of years ago when ASU was a lot closer than it should have been against Kent State, Sacramento State. ASU needs to blow Southern Utah out with their vanilla stuff. ASU doesn't need to show a whole lot. They need to go base. They need to show the bare minimum and still dominate this game.
And Kent, for the Sun Devils to do that, Jayden Daniels has got to be at the top of his game, or at least show that he's taken steps, right?
Yeah, no question. That's what I want to see from him. Maybe we won't be able to tell a lot about Jayden Daniels against a team like Southern Utah. But I think we know this, he needs to make the throws that are there. Don't miss an open deep guy. Don't miss an open intermediate guy. That's his one weakness. We've seen him lead this team from behind. We've seen the cool customer at critical times. What we haven't seen is the accuracy, and especially the accuracy needed by somebody that a lot of people say, hey, he could go pro. Hey, he could be a first-round pick. That's what everybody's looking for, from pro scouts to Sun Devil fan in row 39 in the end zone. That's what they want to see from Jayden Daniels this year.
And Michelle, what are you specifically looking for in this game from the Sun Devils?
Well, I think the biggest question mark is who is going to be that wide receiver. Everybody thought it was going to be Frank Darby last year, and it really wasn't because he only really played in one game. And, you're used to having N'Keal Harry, Brandon Ayuk, but we really haven't had a guy since Brandon graduated that's kind of stepped up to be that wide receiver. And literally they've got a lot of guys that look pretty good. I would say Ricky Pearsall, local guy, he's looked really solid. But nobody's kind of sees the day when it comes to that position. And the one player that we all thought come spring, Elijah Badger, everybody was really excited with how Elijah Badger did in the spring. Now he's sidelined, and coach has been kind of cryptic why he's not out there, but he doesn't even seem to be part of the mix now. So is it going to be Ricky Pearsall? Is it going to be Jordan Porter? Is it going to be Johnny Wilson? Is it going to be LV Bunkley Shelton? We just don't know, but we need to have a guy step up and be that target.
And Greg, what are you looking for in this game on Thursday night?
The trenches. ASU's offensive line was a question mark a couple of years ago. This season, it should not be a question at all. It ought to be an exclamation point, ought to be underscored, highlighted, whatever you want to do. Push these guys off the line. Let Rashad White, let Trip train them, let them do the work, the running backs, and just kick somebody's tail. Just get in there, blow it up, beat them up, and really give your fan base something to feel good about from a physical standpoint. No questions, just football.
Kent, what are you looking for against the Thunderbirds of Southern Utah?
I look at it for ASU, get in and get out. In other words, get in the game early, look efficient, play well, keep your stars healthy, keep your key players healthy, your starters, and get them, be able to get them out of the game by halftime. I think develop your depth, see what your backup quarterback is like, and all that stuff for the second half. I mean, this is not even a good Big Sky team. I mean, they're like 4-25 in their last 29 games. They were blown out last week by a good San Jose State team, but this isn't like playing a top flight NAU team or anything like that. This is not a good team. So I look at it sort of like the NFL preseason. Play your starters enough to get a sweat, pray that they stay healthy, and move on to next week.
All right. With that being said, Kent, what's your prediction? If everyone think about your predictions for this game on Thursday night.
I think ASU's going to handle business. I do. They're playing a Southern Utah team that's not very good. One that played just 5 days, that'll have played just 5 days prior against San Jose State. I think ASU something like 52-7, and it could be worse because Herm Edwards plays a ton of younger people in the third and fourth quarter.
Greg?
Come on, man. ASU's got to put up a Tillman, 42-0.
Oh, I like it. Michelle?
Well, Kent kind of stole my thunder. I was going to go in the neighborhood of 52-14, something in that realm. I agree. I think that Herm's going to play a lot of people in this game. I think they can kind of name the score. And I just think the ASU running game, and I think their backups are good enough that the backups can score too.
All right, we'll see. Thursday night, 7:30, Sun Devil Stadium. Stick with AZ Central. Kent, Greg, Michelle, thanks so much.